It's that time of season, folks. That time when, you unfortunately have to put away the Halloween decor and start bringing out, well, if you celebrate Thanksgiving stuff, or maybe you just go straight to the holidays. And I know that's where Disney wants to go with all of their offerings over there at both Walt Disney World and Disneyland. Now, usually this is a big time for the theme parks, and it's so packed, so busy, they have to keep people out the gates. Well, this is very interesting because now it seems that they're in attraction mode, that being trying to attract people over there, at least to Walt Disney World. Here you go from Walt Disney World info. Save up to 30% at the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin for the holidays. This is by Jackie Gailey, November 13th, 2025. The holidays at Walt Disney World shine brighter than ever, and at Walt Disney World Resort, both the Swan and Dolphin is offering a reason to celebrate even more, with up to 30% off holiday stays this season. Guests can experience all the magic of the parks and return to Santa's favorite resort for festive fun, holiday dining, and unforgettable family moments. You can see right there, Santa, he's excited, to
tropical Santa. I love his shirt.
Exactly. Right there. I like this version of Santa rather than the cake bake shop. If you remember that episode.
Dumbledore? You don't like Dumbledore?
That's
you don't like the Dumbledore at the cake bake shop?
Exactly. But this is the second.
Gray. That was me.
This is the second offer, by the way, guys. By the Walt Disney Company to try to get people into Walt Disney World. Here you go from October 15th. This is some time ago, but Disney World discounts hotels on Thanksgiving, Christmas Eve, and Christmas for all Georgia residents. This is my WDW Pro right there. It's very interesting because for Georgia residents only in 2025, they're giving, well, the following resorts that you see here: Disney's All-Star Sports Resort at $129 per night, Disney's Port Orleans, Riverside, $199 per night, Disney's Art of Animation Resort, $299 per night, and you can see the list here. It goes on and on. The crucial thing about this, though, is that for All-Stars, for example, that can get up to like $300 a night very easily at this time of year because the demand is so high. MJ, I want to go to you right out the gate right here. What is going on with the holiday season and demand for what has been historically one of the peak times for both resorts at Disneyland and Walt Disney World?
I will tell you exactly what's going on. They don't want you to see the decorations at Epic. That's why the prices are so low, and they're bringing in anyone and everyone. And there's the Georgia residents, they have their specials. We have ours, annual pass holders. I mean, it is, when I was reading all the articles and I was doing research on it, I was like, oh my God, there is a deal left and right for everyone. You can't, it's so enticing. It makes you want to go, even if it's just to Disney Springs for Christmas and stay at one of the resorts and just, dine and shop and take it all in. Disney knows what they're doing when it comes to Christmas time, or should I say the holidays in general. I don't want to offend anyone, not just Christmas, because they do acknowledge all the holidays there. But I think that they want to keep your eyes off Universal, because Universal is booming, and with Epic and the new decor they have over there and all the offerings they have, they just don't want you to even think about it. That's my opinion.
Yeah, and MJ is exactly right here. You can see this right here. Save up to 20% on rooms in select Disney Resort Collection hotels this holiday season. This valid for multiple days between October 12th, November 20th, and November 23rd through December 25th. Erika, to illustrate how bad this is, usually you can get any tier pass at Disneyland for if you want to indulge in the Magic Key program. But every single tier, even their top $1,900 a year pass, will have the last 2 weeks of December blocked out. You cannot go, even if you have the highest tier. That's how much demand is placed on these parks at this time. I kind of want to know from you, what is going on? Is it just Epic or something else taking place, do you think?
It's just a combination of stuff, and it just continues. The results are the same. You know, you outpricing the middle class. You are not providing value for our dollar. You have a brand new theme park right down the road that's cheaper and it's new and shiny. All their attractions work. The food is actually, good. So, and then I also feel that there are the nuclear family. We're still dealing with that. We're still dealing with immense distrust in the morality of this company. And you still have families that don't want their kids around the brand. We're still in that. We're not completely out of that. So it's just they're stuck. They have created an environment where uh, they are just stuck. So it doesn't matter what they're going to put out there. You know, people are just they're done. They're fed up, and the only people really going are the ones that have either never been to Disney, maybe they're not in the know like we are, or they just have money. And that's a small faction of people compared to what they used to bring in, which was your average two-parent household with 3 to 4 kids. But that demographic, they're going to Europe. They're going to other parks. They're going to the mountains and the lakes.
Well,
They're doing other stuff.
the Bora Bora bungalows of the Polynesian. I always said this is so funny because if you go to the Bora Bora bungalows at Polynesian and you want to spend the night there, you are going to spend more money than going to Bora Bora and actually staying in real Bora Bora bungalows. But I was doing some research for an article earlier, and I found something that really amazed me when it comes to stays as far as Walt Disney is concerned. And I'm not talking about directly at Walt Disney World, but you talk about the nuclear family and you talk about Disney fans. If you're a family that wants to avoid perhaps the on-property atmosphere of Disney, but you have kids that love Disney, there are entire houses that can be rented in the area around Walt Disney World.
Yep.
And I found one on Airbnb, and this is amazing. And for 3 nights, I looked at booking 3 nights in December, from December the 4th through the 7th. This is an 8-bedroom house, sleeps up to 22 people. The house is Disney themed, has a Beauty and the Beast themed bedroom, Ratatouille themed living room, has all kinds of cool, amazing Disney theming, has its own private movie theater, its own private pool and hot tub. It's all one big house. You can sleep 22 people in there. It is $1,363 for all 3 nights. Okay,
that's not bad at all. That's pretty
400, good. Yeah, basically $454 plus tax a night, which is less than the price of a moderate Disney hotel for the most part. Like that, it's crazy, and it literally is. I want to say, because I know where it is. I found it on the map. It's not actually that far from where I live, so it's probably within a 15-minute drive of the gates to Walt Disney World. So their competition isn't even just with Epic Universe; it's also with the area where there's so much. Like, if I have a family and I really want to be able to think about an event that you could have. Think about a birthday party or a wedding or anything going on where you want to invite a lot of people. And let's say you had 3 families go in together. You got a private residence, a house, kitchen. You can save money cooking yourself. But it's also close to a lot of restaurants, a lot of great restaurants. And so there are so many different ways to do a Disney vacation. And you stay at a place like that, maybe you want to spend a day at a Disney park. Maybe you want to go to the Universal parks. You got a lot more options that way. And Disney is just, it's funny. When you look at what Disney did to well, when they first came in, right, when Disney first came in, way back in '71 to the area, the area around Disney World, 192 in Kissimmee, totally built up. Right now, you see a lot of that area just completely decimated as business has moved more to International Drive, more to Universal Studios, and up north in the Orlando area. And I think that what has happened to the old 192 is happening to a smaller, much lesser degree, but still happening to Disney as people stop caring about the brand. And I got to tell you, this is the most magical time of the year to visit the Magic Kingdom. It is.
Yes.
If on a sunny day, a nice cool, like the weather we've had this past week, 70 degrees during the day, 65, 70 degrees during the day, blue skies, and you walk in through the gates of Magic Kingdom, you see the Christmas tree, you see the Christmas decor, it hits you in the feels.
Yeah.
But the other thing that hits you in the feels is maybe you're bringing your nuclear family and you grew up with a certain set of moral values or whatever, and you see certain things in the park that also hit you the wrong way, and you don't want your kids around that. So Erika's right about that. People are standoffish when it comes to this brand, sometimes even who this brand attracts in the dual income, no kids families. And now you literally have a bar in the Magic Kingdom with the Beacon Barrel. By the way, the biggest complaints that I've heard online about the Beacon Barrel is that kids are allowed in the bar, in the lounge. I'm like,
yes,
yikes.
Unbelievable.
An item
What
on the
did they
menu that's enticing to the kids. Yeah.
So
Look where they
Disney,
put it, in the middle of the freaking lobby.
the Disney adults want to kick the kids out of a kids park. It's
3 lounges in 1 year. GO82, Beacon Barrel, and the Grand Floridian, the Perch, whatever.
The Perch.
The Perch. Yeah. I was gonna say
the Perch. Yeah, it's bizarre what Disney has become. And the fact of the matter is, a lot of people don't understand this. The word inclusive is or inclusive, however you want to word it. The problem is you're never going to satisfy all guests. And if you exchange one for another, if you try to satisfy some, you're going to lose another. Walt Disney himself, when he talked about not wanting alcohol in the parks, it was because, I'll be honest, Walt Disney wasn't inclusive, at least not of everybody. And he specifically said there's a certain element of people I don't want in the parks. he said that himself.
Yes.
And it's because he wanted these parks to be a safe space for families, for grandparents, parents, kids. What he wanted was to see 3 generations of families coming to Disneyland and eventually to the Magic Kingdom and Walt Disney World, which unfortunately he didn't see to ever exist. But he passed away long before it was ever built. But we have now reached a point where the president or the CEO of the company doesn't even revere Walt Disney. And let me use the word antithesis correctly and say that the modern Walt Disney Company is the antithesis of Walt Disney.
Thanks for watching That Park Plays News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.